My headmaster was a great guy, strong influence. In fact, you know, the things he told me then, they resonate today. His take on life is that life is a corridor with lots of open doors. And every choice you make closes some permanently and opens new ones. And you have to make sure that the choices you make maximize the opportunities you have. The boys needed to understand the same. They needed to understand that by passing their exams, they weren't limiting anything that they were to do. They were actually increasing their choices and options in life. That's where we begin. That's where we help them find their one degree.
Don't you know that I'll be around to guide you through your weakest moments?
My name is Matada Danyaro. I'm 16 years old. I'm being entered to Crest Boys Academy for 5 years. No one believed in you. As soon as you stepped into the building, you were labelled as a failure.
Some light and be alright.
There's no bigger crime than taking away someone's self-belief.
I got permanently excluded out of my old school, and obviously Crescent Boys Academy gave me a second chance. I didn't do so well because I missed out all of year 10 education. I didn't go have an education in year 10, which was really disappointing. But obviously I failed my mocks, and a teacher from us Crest Boys Academy recommended the program called One Degree.
One Degree's mission was basically to get the people who wanted to change and succeed and give them an extra push so that they can change. The tutors that helped us out at the One Degree program were like the brothers and sisters I never had.
My name is Maliha Khan. I'm a lawyer and a mentor for One Degree. It's unique to have a program which allows you to make such a direct impact on someone's life.
I'm really impressed actually, because it's Saturday and they're here all day and they're coming tomorrow, and they are 16-year-old boys, and no matter where you are and where you're from or what you've done, 16-year-olds on a Saturday afternoon would rather be outside to play than here studying, and they've done a really, really great job.
My name is Asif and I'm a banker in the City of London, and I was also one of the 40 mentors that helped take part in the One Degree programme. The mentors at One Degree came from an incredibly diverse set of backgrounds. There were bankers, lawyers, doctors, psychologists, hedge fund managers, business people. Against that we had the boys from Crest Academy. Many of them came from refugee backgrounds, Iraqis, Somalians, Afghanistanis. Some didn't have father figures in their families. The ones that did have father figures, many of their fathers didn't speak any English.
By giving those kids tuition and mentoring, I could firstly see the change in their behaviour throughout the course of the programme. They became very engaged. They started to believe in themselves and take pride in themselves. So small things like when we used to dine together, they were courteous where they might not have been before.
Some of the boys had also been involved in knife crimes, and that's why they'd been expelled. And I remember speaking to one of the organisers of One Degree and saying, do I need to take a stab-proof jacket to this school? I mean, we were genuinely worried.
My name is Fahim Zazi. I'm 16-year-old. I'm from Afghanistan and I'm living in the UK from last 7 years. Which I used to be involved in fights as well, if I tell you the truth. Every day there were police standing outside schools, fighting with different peoples and that.
I think there's a culture, an MTV culture if anything, that everybody thinks everything's going to be okay. They're going to have the flash cars and the big pads and going to make lots of money and everything's going to be great and they'll succeed, but they don't realise what it takes to make those choices. And so the biggest challenge is to make them understand that they have to invest in a future like you have to invest in anything to get a return tomorrow.
Well, basically, my dad wants me to become a doctor, so I have to accept his advice, and I really want to become a doctor so that I can help poor people. Well, as you can see, my background is a war going on as well, so I want to help them as well. And then, yeah, I really want to do something, to become something, yeah.
Me and the guys, all of us, me, Vishal, Jacob, all of us, been doing maths. So, and I've been doing English with some of the guys. So they've been helping me with my sort of thing, and I was helping them with their sort of problems and issues.
So we open up, we call them during the week, we make 7 random phone calls to see if everyone's doing okay, how they're finding stuff. They want to change stuff, we change stuff at the school. We make them feel special by ordering in whatever they want to eat. We provide breakfast in the morning and have a breakfast meeting.
We talk about how we care about our own children, yeah, and the support that we give our own children. Well, for whatever reason, my boys haven't got that.
As mentors, we were really conscious that we were providing 2 services to these kids. One was to give them the tools, give them the tuition to be able to get the 5 A to C grades, including maths and English, so that they can go on to further education, but also to provide a role as a father figure, as a brother and a sister to these kids.
We gave the kids 100 hours of focused tuition over an 8-week period and combined this with inspirational talks by speakers such as Tim Campbell of Apprentice fame and Global E&Y Legal Counsel.
So you've got to ask yourself, why are you doing stuff? Why are you here in this school? Why are you here in this school?
To make a better future for myself.
Correct. Why are you here in this school, Aimer?
To get certain grades.
To get certain grades. You want to do stuff. Everything has to benefit you. And if it doesn't benefit you, why are you doing it?
Who's controlling it? Who's controlling you? You are. So you're controlling how you feel. You're controlling your response. So whatever happens, you have the power to choose.
I mean, they're amazing. Like, how the hell do you get that sort of person to come into this school and give us that sort of speech and tell us his, well, not secrets, but sort of things he wouldn't tell in an interview? That's really amazing. I mean, so that's really great. I mean, they're all inspirational, of course. I take back, I reflect on them.
One of the boys wrote a fantastic essay, took it to Trevor, who's General Counsel at EY, fantastic speaker, and gave it to him, and Trevor said, right, you can have work experience with me. And then I said, you can't do the work experience unless you pass your exams, which that boy is studying all the hours God sends. Because to him, he's like, I want a convertible Bentley. I want to be friends with Obama.
I'm a mathematician by training, and I've always said, look, I want to see results, try to quantify the difference that any charitable work that I'm doing or voluntary work that I'm doing is actually making. And I think with 1 degree for 2010, the results speak for themselves. Before the programme started, only 22% of the boys that we taught were predicted to get 5 A-star to C grades, including maths and English.
What this pass rate meant was that only 1 in 5 of our boys were achieving 5 A to C GCSE passes, only 1 in 5 were going to go on to do their A-levels, and only 1 in 5 were ever going to be able to go to university. I've spoken to some of the boys. They have plans to go to medical school, to go to law school. Some of them are thinking of becoming engineers. For them, their dreams are now very much a reality, and it's all about planning to get to the next stage, whether that's A-levels, university, or a very successful career.
One Degree's mission was to basically take the people who wanted to change and give them an extra push to make them change. They didn't care what happened, what it took, as long as they passed. That's all they wanted.
All these things are choices. You choose to be polite, you choose to persevere, you choose to plan, you choose to be brave, you choose to have a vision. These are the things that make people successful. It's things that you choose. You can either decide to do it or decide not to do it. Okay?
But at first I thought, it doesn't matter, it's only school, and you lot might think that as well. But obviously, it's really not, it's your future, it's not your family's future, it's not your friend's future, it's your future.
I have to do it because it's all about my benefit.
Why do we wake up in the morning and sacrifice our weekends? Why do we go through the trouble and sometimes difficult circumstances which we're posed with to actually make these opportunities happen and run this program?
What we've got are really, really positive role models talking to boys who wouldn't have that opportunity.
What makes One Degree so different is the fact that we're surrounded by successful people, which makes us want to be successful.
We want to be able to give these children the rights to be anything that they can be, to dream, to imagine, to build the future that they deserve, regardless of the background that they've had. When the kids pass, such as the kids that passed this year, the self-belief, the way that they turned and from not wanting to do anything to realizing that they could do anything and everything, that's what makes it worthwhile. That's why, as a mentor, as someone who's founded this program and started it, this is why we do it. We do it to make a better tomorrow.
Like, this course has helped me, I can help them, you know, that sort of thing. So it'll be a sort of thing, giving back to society, like Adnan, you know.